I am born lucky. One can say I'm a money magnet. I'd even win a car when buying a can of soda. The company relies on the numbers I pick to win bids. We go from the brink of bankruptcy to the third largest company in the city. Then, during a business trip, I casually buy a lottery ticket and win $3,000. The newly hired finance manager, Owen Pearson, immediately demands that I turn over the entire prize. When I explain that I bought the ticket with my own money, he flies into a rage. Any profit generated during working hours belongs to the company. Who do you think you are? How dare you refuse to follow company policy? If you win $3 million after work, that's your business. But if you win $3 during work hours, that's company property. I can't be bothered to argue with him, so I call the CEO's fiancée, Macy Sanford. To my surprise, she agrees with him. He has a point. If the company hadn't paid for your business trip, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to win the lottery in the first place. Owen is even more smug as he orders, just hand over the money. The $3,000 will be deducted from your paycheck, and we'll deduct another $30,000 as a penalty for embezzling company funds. That should teach you a lesson. I tighten my grip on the lottery ticket and say nothing more. 1 week later, the company participates in the biggest bidding project of the year. Everyone turns to look at me, expecting me to provide the winning numbers. I simply smile and say, sorry, I've already resigned. I have no obligation to fill out the bid proposal anymore. You heard what Miss Sanford said, didn't you? Owen Pearson sneered, his face flushed with triumph. She specifically asked me to clean up any corruption here. You want to embezzle public funds? In your dreams. I didn't bother arguing. I turned on my heel to leave. Owen lunged forward, grabbing my wrist. His eyes flared with pure greed as he stared at my watch. You think you can just walk out? How could a guy like you afford a watch this expensive? You probably bought it with the lottery winnings from your business trip. Hand it over. Controlling my anger, I said, this watch was a gift. It has absolutely nothing to do with any business trip or lottery. Owen rolled his eyes dramatically. Bullshit. More like a little bonus for sleeping with some sugar mommy on your trip. Man, you really go all out. I wondered why you were flying all over the country. Turns out you've got business everywhere, selling yourself like a man whore. Around us, colleagues began whispering. No wonder Toby always comes back claiming he won the lottery. It wasn't a lottery at all, just payment for his service. A sly glint danced in Owen's eyes. Well, are you going to tell us you got this from sleeping with a wrinkled old hag, or are you sticking to the lottery story? Seeing the dangerous look on my face, a coworker tried to play peacemaker. Toby, just say you bought it with the lottery winnings. It's just a watch, not worth ruining your reputation over. Yeah, exactly. Just hand it over to the company and move on. Be more careful next time. Fury rushed straight to my brain. I pointed at them one by one. The shoes you're wearing were bought during our business trip in December, and you bought a gaming console while away on a business trip last month. Finally, I locked eyes with Kobe Buckner, the one laughing loudest. And you, weren't you just bragging about how your wife got pregnant after visiting you just once while you were away on a business trip? By your logic, should all of those things be handed over to the company too? The room fell dead silent. I stepped right up to Owen. If none of them hand over their things, what makes you think you can demand mine? Feeling his pride wounded, Owen snatched the watch from my wrist and slammed it violently onto the floor. Glass and gears shattered instantly. Oops, I tried to give it back, but your reflexes are just too slow. Having had enough, I pulled out my phone to call the police. Someone yanking it right out of my hand, smashing it against the floor. Enough! How long are you going to keep making a scene? Macy Sanford stepped forward, face grim. Toby Burton, I'm warning you, don't push your luck. How dare you threaten your colleagues with the police? Apologize to Owen, now! Owen instantly dropped his smug attitude, twisting his face into faux remorse. Toby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Let me pay you back for it.